Killbear Provincial Park is located in the district of Parry Sound, in the township of Carling. It is about a half an hour drive from Parry Sound following Highway 400 and exiting onto Highway 559 that ends at the park gates. The park can also be accessed by boat, using the recreational boating channel between Georgian Bay and Lake Huron. The park aims to provide recreational, educational, and spiritual experiences through the diversity of activities offered as well as its beautiful natural landscapes that have cultural significance. Killbear Provincial Park was created in 1958 and it opened its gates to visitors on July 1st, 1960. It is unclear where the name of the park came from. Some say it is from a story of a logger killing a bear, but most likely it comes from a mistranslation. The local Ananashebek First Nations people called the peninsula on which Killbear Provincial Park is located Mukwa Nayosheng, or Bear Point when translated. It is obvious from where this name comes from, as even today, one can often see black bears roam in the park and surrounding areas, as well as swimming across the peninsula from the tip of the point to Perry Island. It is likely that the Mukawa Nayoshing was mistranslated into Killbear instead of Bear Point at some point in the past, and hence the name of the park. Killbear Provincial Park is also classified as a natural environment park. This means that the park objectives are to protect the landscape and special features of the natural region in which they are located, while providing ample opportunities for activities such as swimming and camping. Recreational opportunities available at Killbear Park include hiking, biking, birding, canoeing, boating, fishing, wildlife watching, swimming, and discovery programs. The park carries ecological significance, offering sandy beaches with rock ridges and pines. The area is typical for the Canadian Shield and supports different kinds of flora and fauna. As such, it is very popular with those that welcome wildlife adventure, but it is still close enough to civilization and well developed that it is popular with less experienced campers. I have chosen this area because my family has a cottage very near to the park, and this is an opportunity for me to learn about the area in detail. Georgian Bay features a large variety of freshwater fish and is extremely popular for fishing. Lake trout, smallmouth bass, northern pike, perch, and walleye are all popular with the visitors. The waterway is best known for a successful and productive lake trout fishery and even contains a lake trout sanctuary on the western side of the peninsula, which is closed for fishing year round. When attending the park, as you can see, I am personally a big fan of the fishing that Georgian Bay and Killbear Park have to offer. As to natural resources, Killbear Provincial Park features large and varied type of shoreline. With the fluctuation of water levels in the Great Lakes, different wetlands and meadows are constantly created. Indeed, this has been even more significant in the past 5 years or so, when the water level in Georgian Bay has risen significantly, leading to the formation of additional wetlands and receding beach areas. Wetlands serve as nurseries for many species of birds, amphibians, and insects. To prove this, I'll show a video of my little cousin, who was about 6 years old at the time of the video, examining the beautiful landscape and wetlands around Killbear.
And we went kayaking back there. You can see this little river thing right there. That's where we went kayaking. And oh, I forgot. Oh, I saw a snake. And right here, in this little hole, a snake went in there. And this is just a beautiful background, and that's where. Oh, there's a snake. The snake. Right there. That is the snake I saw. That was right in the hole. I don't know if it's poisonous or anything. But I'm not going to go too close because I'm not going to scare it. I'm going to make a video out of this.
In terms of the forest, the region represents the transition between the coniferous forest to the north and the deciduous forest to the south. Thus, the park contains white pines, sugar maple, American beech, hemlock, black spruce, and cedar. Because of its diverse landscape and vegetation, the park features an abundance of wildlife. It is not uncommon to see black bears, deer, moose, turtles, snakes, foxes, and many other animals. The park also contains an abundant amount of recreational resources. In 1960, the park featured only one campground with 135 campsites and attracted 43,000 visitors. Today, the park has 882 campsites and sees between 250,000 and 300,000 visitors each year. It has a boat launch, comfort stations, laundromat, park store, and even a pet exercise area where dogs can run off leash. The park also features an amphitheater that can be used for shows. All the waterways surrounding the park, it is not surprising that swimming is very popular. The sandy beaches and clear waters are a magnet for swimmers. In addition, there are a few beaches including the Day-Use Beach, where the water is very shallow for some distance from the shore. It allows visitors to see minnows and other shallow water animals like snapping turtles or frogs, for example. I even remember as a kid going to the beach and watching for frogs and snakes. I definitely won't ever forget attempting to catch those elusive minnows in the shallower areas around the beach. Although, the main goal of Killbear Provincial Park is to protect the park's natural and cultural resources while providing a variety of high quality recreational and educational experiences for its visitors. The objectives of the park encompass the four objectives of the Ontario Provincial Parks program, including protection, recreation, heritage appreciation, and tourism. The management of the park will focus heavily on the protection of the natural environment and cultural and heritage sites within the park while at the same time providing high quality recreational opportunities. The Visitor Experience and Resource Protection Framework, VERP, is the most appropriate for this purpose. So far, it has not been extensively used in Canada because it is thought to be too laborious for managers. However, it is the most comprehensive framework that can allow for the management of Killbear Park according to its objectives and park classification. Policies have been tailored to the resource capabilities, regulatory constraints, and user preferences. The protection objective is achieved by zoning to protect nature reserves and historical sites within the park, and to protect sensitive resources within each zone, such as critical habitat of the painted turtle species. The management policies also include monitoring the management activities with respect to their environmental and recreational impacts, as well as including identification of recreational opportunities without detracting from natural or cultural heritage sites in the park, and research into market trends, user behavior, attitudes, and satisfaction. Most importantly, it includes monitoring ecosystem changes due to the recreational use within the park. In conclusion, Killbear Provincial Park is an amazing park, featuring beautiful landscapes, variety of wildlife, diversity of vegetation, and many high-quality recreational opportunities. It caters to more experienced campers, as well as those new to camping experiences. Its visitors include multi-generational families, young couples, as well as groups of young adults who want to experience the nature and what it has to offer. I'm in the park a few times in the summer, sometimes for the beach, sometimes for the Catholic masses, sometimes for cruising or trolling along the beaches on the boat, and I always see a ton of people of various ages enjoying themselves. I also see signs indicating that camping grounds are full most weekends in July and August. While it makes me glad that so many people come to enjoy beautiful Ontario, it also makes me worried about the ecological integrity of the site. This is why I think that the protection and conservation of the ecosystem is the most important part of the management plan.